Hi guys, I just want to wish everybody a very happy new year for the new year. That's just me pencil case, the Christmas hat, and me headphones. Um, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I want to wish my sister a happy new year, my brother-in-law a happy new year, and my hair is doing something, and I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. 2021 was the same as 2020. Now they reckon that 2022 it will carry on. But we as a nation can say goodbye and try and defeat this thing and kick it up its jacksie. I've had both of my vaccines and I've also had my booster shot. Christmas, pardon me, Christmas could have been better. I have Christmas presents here from my kid sister and my brother-in-law. Fair enough, we might not be talking, but I would never stop sending them Christmas presents. I've also got some presents for my nephew. But I know if I send them, she'll just bin them. I got my sister some perfume that was like, I think it was the Star, I'm not sure. It's perfume that my Auntie Alma used to wear all the time. And I bought her a bottle of that. I've bought her a new Bailey's glass with a Bailey's bottle. I bought her some tops. I bought my brother-in-law some new underwear, socks, slippers. I even brought my sister some slippers. I brought my nephew a few games and stuff like that. I've got my sister, I also got my sister some toiletries. I got a new blanket. For a sofa, like a throw over blanket. I got my brother-in-law one for his little chair, for his recliner chair. There's something I want to read from the Bible that I got given from my church at B Tower on Boxing Day when I had my Christmas Boxing Day meal. That's the Bible there that I got off my church, B Tower, the New Testament, in Palms. We all got one. But first, I want to read something from this guy. William Shakespeare. But first, I'm going to turn the heating off because it's starting to get like a sauna. Excuse me. Hi, everybody. Them's the slippers I got from my brother-in-law. The things come off, but I got my sister the same pair as me. I got her a pair of these, like mine. I know she won't accept them. This one's called The Good Morrow from William Shakespeare. I wonder by my troth what thou and I did till we loved. Were we not wanted, wended till then? I'll try that again. It's been a while since I've read Shakespeare. I wonder by my troth what thou and I did till we loved. Were we not wend till then? But sucked on country pleasures, childishly, or snorted. We in the seven sleepers then. 'Twas so, but this all pleasures. Fancies be, yes, it does have the B-double-E in it. Pleasures, fancies be. If ever any beauty I did see, which I desired and got, 'twas but a dream of thee. And now, good morrow to our walking souls, which watch not one another out of fear. For love, all love of other sides controls, and makes the little room and everywhere Let sea discoveries to new world have gone. Let maps to another world on worlds have shown. Let us possess one world. Each hath one and is one. My face in thine eye, thine in mine appears, and true plain hearts do in the faces rest. Where can we find two better atmospheres without sharp north, without declining west? Whatever does was not mixed equally. If our two loves but one, or thou and I, love so alike that none do slacken, none can die. There's one thing I learned when I read this. I've read the whole book, by the way. I've read the whole book of this one. I'm a big fan of William Shakespeare. And there you go. There's the first one. I'll leave it up so you can read it. There's the second verse. And there's the last verse. William Shakespeare was the very world-renowned, most famous poet, screenplay writer of his time. And yet his father was a glove maker alongside his mama. He lived in Stratford-upon-Avon. A lot of people would laugh at me because I know a lot about William Shakespeare. He's not just one of my favourite famous poet, screenplay writer, sonnet. He's my great and favourite. You might as well say poet of all time. A lot of people today will not understand die and thee and shout and doused and like 'twas so, like here. It actually says there, that is your English. He's not just famous for Romeo and Juliet and King Richard III and all of that. He's wrote some songs and sonnets. He's wrote serenaded ones. He's serenaded one to his wife. Actually wrote a few and wrote a few for his wife, and he actually, yeah, it's on it. This one I like. It's called The Triple Fool. I am two fools, I know, for loving and for saying so, in whining poetry. But where's that wise man that would not be I? I'll read that again just in case you didn't understand that. I am two fools, I know, for loving and for saying so, in whining poetry. But where's that wise man that would not be I, if she would not deny? Then as thy earth, inward narrow crooked lanes, do purge sea waters for fill salt away. I thought if I could draw my pines through rhymes vexing, I should them allay. That means allay. Grief brought to members cannot be so fierce, for he times, terms it the fetters in the verse. But when I have done so, some man his art and voice to show, doth, that's D-O-T-H, doth set and sing my pine, and by delighting many frees, again grief, which verse did I restrain. To love and grief tribute to verse belongs, but not of such as places when this read. Both are increased by such songs, for both their triumphs are so published. And I which was two fools, do so grow three, who were a little wise, will best fools be. Air and angels, twice or thrice had I loved thee, before I knew thy face or name. So in a voice, so in a shapeless flame, angels affect us oft and worshipped be. Still when, I'll read that again, sorry guys, the writing's that small, it's unreal. Twice, looks daft if that doesn't. I'll try it again, guys. Twice or thrice, that's T-H-R-I-C-E. No, it's not twice or thrice. Sorry, I'll read that again. Twice or thrice had I loved thee, before I knew thy face or name. So in a voice, so in a shapeless flame, angels affect us, oft and worshipped be. Still when to where thou wert I come, some lovely glorious nothing I did see. But since my soul, whose child's love is, takes lines of flesh, and else could nothing do, more suitable than the parent is, love must not be, but take a body too. And therefore what thou wert and who I bid love a sake and now, that is assume thy body I allow, and fix itself in thy lip, eye, and brow. Whilst those to ballot love I thought, and so more steadily to have gone, which was, or which was, which would sink admiration, I saw I had love's pinus overthrown. Every thy hair for love to walk, to walk, were, walk upon, is such too much some fitter must be sought. For nor in nothing, nor in things, extreme and scattering, bright can love in her, in higher. I think it meant in here, I think it's a misprint. So I'll say can love in here instead of higher. Then as an angel, face and wings, of air not pure as it yet pure doth wear. So thy love may be my loveless fear, just such this bright as a twist air and angels provide. Twist woman's love and men's will ever be. That's lovely. Blasted with sighs and surrounded with tears, hither I come to seek the spring. And at mine eyes and at mine ears receive such blames as else cure everything. But, O self, traitor, I do bring the spider love which transvituates all, and can convert manna to gall, and that this place may thoroughly be taught. True paradise I have serpent bought, 'twere wholesomer for me that winter did be night the glory of this place, and that a grave frost did forbid these trees to laugh and mock me by my face, but that I may not this disgrace endure nor yet leave loving love let me some senseless peace of this place be. Make me a mandrake, so I may groan here, or a stone fountain weeping out my year. Hither with crystal veils, lovers come and take my tears, which are love wine, and try your mistress tears at home, for all are false that taste not just like mine. Alas, hearts do not in eyes shine, nor can you more judge woman's thoughts by tears than by her shadow what she wears. O perverse sex, where none is true but she, who's therefore true, because her truth kills me. That's something my sister could actually take a note from. And I'm not on about Rachel, I was on about Emma. And it's called To Wickham Garden. I don't know if you can get it, I'm not sure. There you go. That's saying, no matter what a family goes through, whether it was ill intent or not, whether the one was telling a lie and one was telling the truth, family should always be together. Shared each other's tears. For who's there true? For who's therefore true? Because her truth kills me. She can't take the truth because she doesn't want to believe. That's what that poem means. Wickham Garden. It's about a mother and daughter. You share great love for each other. Whether one is telling the truth or whether one is telling a lie. But they both find if one tells the truth, who's therefore true, because her truth kills me. William Shakespeare was when he wrote that, and it's right there, guys. I can point it out to you. Yeah. And that's the name of the poem. That they kill each other because one won't accept the truth and only accept a lie because the truth kills them. when I feel sad, like my dad or any of my family members, whether they're dead or alive, whether they want to acknowledge the truth or lie, or whether they were in the right or wrong. Life is too short to be apart. I always go to that when I think about my kid sister. No matter what happens between family, you should always be there for each other. I don't know what went wrong in my family for that one, but like I said, I still love my sister. No matter what, whether she talks to me again or not. And that I would send her the Christmas presents for her and Lee and my nephew. But I don't know if they would be thrown in the bin or what. So I've got a bag of Christmas presents, but I don't know if that person would accept them, regardless of what we've gone through. And I'm looking for something, if you're wondering why I'm keep looking through this Bible. I'm looking for something. Found it. What was it? Sorry guys, I'll be with you in a minute. You see, I'm used to my old Bible. The one that's on my organ. I'm still getting used to this Bible. And it doesn't help when it's paper thin. When I mean paper thin, I mean literally paper thin. That's how thin it is. Yeah. Our Father, who art in heaven, I'll get to it once they stop trying to kick the door in or trying to yank it off its hinges, trying to get in or out of the building. Why don't you just take the door off its damn hinges if you want to get out and just leave it open for everybody to come in? Every Tom, Dick and Harry. It's not as if this place is in danger as it is. But, you know. God, I can't wait to go out this freaking hellhole. Anyway, where was it? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Forgive those. Strong words from the Bible. Because there's one thing I did learn off my Auntie Alma about the Bible, because she always used to read the Bible. I used to love her because I miss her saying the quotes of the Bible, actually. I really do. And there's one part in the Bible I can't find in this one, but I will find it in the other Bible, the Holy Bible, for the next life, is that God said, forgive those if you want God to forgive you. Because how do you expect God to forgive you if you don't forgive another person? Don't do unto others that you won't like to have done to yourself. When I was at B Tower, Bethany's church, on Boxing Day, I actually cried for my sister. I cried because I remembered all the Christmases that we did have as children. How we'd promised that we'd always be there for each other no matter what happened between us. We'd always forgive each other, and whether I love my sister Rachel, I really do. I mean, I've still got Uncle Frank's photo up. I've still got the one where there's him and Auntie Alma in the frame. I've still got the beads that my sister gave us and the earrings off my Auntie Alma. I've still got them. I've still got the necklace that I got off my brother-in-law with the vampire tooth with the blood vial in it. Not real blood, it's fake blood, by the way. Still have that. But a lot of people told me at the church, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. I'm not one up and say they're wrong, because I did choose my family. I chose the Branton family to be my family, and the Hudspeth family, because I loved them so much and I missed them. I wish they were still here every day. I wish I could just ring up and wish me Uncle Frank and Auntie Alma a happy new year and everything. what I would do just to hear their voices again. Even hear my dad's voice again. To hear my mum's, to hear my Uncle Charles's voice again. It's going to be weird not ringing up, wishing my mum a happy new year this year. That's going to be hard. You know, a lot of people say, well, you've still got family. Have I? The only family I had left was my sister. And because people on here told her that I was slagging off my beautiful uncle and auntie off when I wasn't, when I was answering a few questions, asking how come me and Rachel are biological sisters if we have different parents. And I did get asked one question that someone asked because they didn't know how to ask Rachel, and I tried to answer it the best I could. And another person took it as if I was talking about my Auntie Alma and Uncle Frank, and in fact I wasn't. My sister believed them over me. God knows I was telling the truth. Because there's one thing you should know, guys, if I lie on God's oath, I will never read the Bible again. I would never show my face at the church again if I lied on God's oath. I would never talk bad about two people I love and miss so much, and who I used to always say thank you for looking after my sister all the time and taking her on as if they were hers, as if she was their own. I used to thank them all the time. I would say thank you for looking after my sister for me. Thank you for bringing her up. But apparently I was speaking crap about my Uncle Frank and Uncle and Auntie Alma, apparently. All I said was, my Auntie Alma and Uncle Frank and my auntie and uncle through adoption, through adopting my sister. And we are real biological sisters because we were adopted to different families. And we classed our adoptive parents as our blood parents, even though they're not. But we still classed them as if they were. And the videos I took down at the time, it wasn't because I was trying to hide anything. It's because on my old phone, before I got this one, made me videos pixelated and out of sync with everything I was talking. And it looked as if it was jumping from frame to frame to frame to frame to frame. Even when it was live, it would cut as if I was editing it and it just cut to another scene. Like I said, I love my sister. I would never, ever, ever speak ill of my sister. Never speak ill of my Auntie Alma. I love her. I forgive her. Because that's what Christians do. But it hurt me because she believed other people over her own flesh and blood that were on the internet. She'd rather believe strangers than her own family. It's not her fault. We've all done it. That's why I used to always tell my sister on the internet, even on TikTok, I said, look, I'm getting too old for this backyard or schoolyard crap, because at the end of the day, it's penalising me, it's bullying me. And I got sick of it. Because I was getting accused of something I didn't even do or say. And I says, I'm done with it. And she goes, Flossie, you done with me? No, I didn't say I was done with you. I said, I'm done with all the crap of other people that don't know that are twisting my words. I'll never be done with my sister, no matter what she does to me, no matter how bad she hurts me. I'll always love her. I'll always forgive her. Even if she came to knock on my door now, I'd give her a great big hug. Because that's what I'll do. It's my sister, for God's sake. It's my little sister. And I love her very much. She can hurt me till the cows come home, and I'll always let her in. I'll always have my arms out for her. And I'll still help her when she needs it. Well, I was told she was dead by me Auntie Jenny, so don't blame me, blame me Auntie Jenny, because she was the one that told us. So I've been led to believe that she's been dead all this time, so. At the end of the day, I got told one thing, I told my sister, and I was led to believe that she had passed away till you just said. Because my Auntie Jenny told us on the phone. Yeah, I still have the iPad. I have everything. I have everything. I've kept everything that you, my sister, gave me. Everything. It's all in my spare room. Because that's my little office for when I do editing on my other channel. No, I didn't actually. My phone did. My old phone. I wanted to get her back on TikTok and Facebook, but she won't accept the request. The other phone I had off Amazon is no longer existent. It died, even though it was fully charged when it turned on. So I didn't block it. I didn't do anything on it. So that's a lie. Because I've been sending a friend request after friend request, and it keeps saying this person's not accepting your request. So there you go. And I do have proof of that as well on this phone. I can't show it to you because I'm doing a live. And I know my sister won't accept them anyway. I've done a lot for you too. Like I told you, I tried to, but it comes up with people with a saying, this person is not accepting your request. For some reason, I'm blocked from her. I didn't block her. I've done everything for you and Rachel. You know I have. I hope to look after you. You know that. I've done everything for you two. If you want, when I finish this live, I'll send you a request on TikTok and my new one and my new Facebook and see if she'll accept them, because I'm guaranteed she won't. Because she'd rather believe other people over her own sister. So why did she send me a message then? And she'd rather believe other people over her own sister on the internet, saying that I slagged off my auntie and uncle, who I love so fucking dearly. No. Rachel knows me better than that. I would never, ever, ever speak bad of my auntie and uncle. Never. But when I see my Auntie Jenny, I'm going to ask her, why did she lie to me about my mum? Because why would I be on the phone hysteric, crying me freaking eyes out when I got told off my Auntie Jenny? Crying for me damn sister on the phone. Why? Well, guess what? So have I. You don't hear me going all blah, 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 blah. All she's got to do is send me a message to tell me, and then I can video call her, and then I will talk to her. But she won't speak to us, will she? Because she'd rather believe idiots that I told her that will try and twist and turn everything I damn say to turn us two against each other for no reason. Because I knew that would happen as soon as I came home that time. I still love you. I still love you, like, and I still love my sister. To me, you're still my little bro. I've done nothing at all to you or Rachel. Nothing but help you. When I finish the live, I'll try and see if I can get there on my TikTok and on Facebook. And then she can tell me a sob story. Yes, in my family we would call that a sob story. Because that's what my dad would have said. And my sister knows that. Because you heard it a lot of me dad with Sharon. Also, what's your sob story now? I love her. She's my goddamn sister. I love her that much. I'll fucking die for that girl. I really would die for that girl. If she comes knocking on my door now, she'd be very much be welcome. I'm not saying it is a sob story. I said that's what my dad would have called it. Listen to what I say. Because my dad used to say it to me every time I was ill. He says, right, what's your sob story now? It's what my dad did. You know, dad, father, when we were children, that's what he would say to us when we were ill. Also, what's your sob story now? You're ill, you're funny, you were fine yesterday, now you're ill because you're going to go to the blah, 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 blah. That's what my dad was like. I would never say that. If you listen, this is what I'm trying to say. People like to twist me words, and it annoys me. I was angry at the time, like, we all say things we don't mean when we're angry. I know my sister's done it to me a lot. And I've always forgiven her for it. Well, she was partly to blame because I was stressed with what was going on, because she'd rather believe idiots over me, saying I was slandering off me bloody auntie and uncle when I wasn't. She knows damn fine I would never, ever, ever, ever say anything bad about my Uncle Frank and my Auntie Alma. Never. And that's what angered me the most. That's what angered me the most. So she was partly to blame. Not fully, partly. Because I had a nervous breakdown. I had a mental breakdown. I didn't say I blamed her fully, I said partly, which means 5%. The rest of it was on them lot that was trying to get into her head, actually. I said partly, not fully, partly. God, now I was the fucking dick shit. When I say she was partly to blame, is because I couldn't believe that she would take their side over me for something that I would never ever say about my own damn auntie and uncle, who I love so much, and always thank them for looking after my fucking sister for me, because I knew she was safe with them, with the boys. That's the part I blame her for. Just that bit. She believed them over me for that. And that caused me to have a breakdown, because I never thought my sister would take some stranger's bloody side over me. Because I would never do that to my sister. Never, ever take anybody's side over my sister. I would believe my sister over everybody, even you. I would believe my sister. Even though I class you as my little bro, I'd still believe my sister over you. I've always spoke to her like that. It's never bothered her then. We've always spoke to each other like that, so why is it bothering her now? It's how we are. It's how me and Rachel always have been. We've always spoke to each other that way. So why is it bothering her now? Now, because I'm fucking pissed. I'm getting tongue tied, and I hate that. Do you know something? My sister always talks down to me, and I don't say jack shit. And she's 2 years younger than me, and I've got told to respect the elders no matter how many years or whatever older or younger you are. Always respect your elders. My sister always speaks down to me. She's 2 years younger than me. I take her shit. Wow. Emma's done worse than that. Emma's done worse than what I've fucking done. Me and my sister have always got through things. Yeah, we'll fight. Yeah, we'll have a go at each other. Yes, we'll have a Barney. Yes, blah, blah, blah. She says stuff to me I don't fucking like, but you know I like to fucking do it because she's my fucking sister. Because she's my baby sister. I let her talk to me that way. I didn't say she spoke to Emma. I said, I'm on about when we were kids. Not adult kids. Me and Rachel spoke to Emma a lot worse than what me and Rachel speak to each other now. Believe me, we spoke a lot worse to Emma, me and Rachel, when we were children. I don't know, because they're not on private. Well, they shouldn't be, because I took that off. I'll have a look when I finish this live. Could be because this is a SIM-only contract. A contract SIM-only, probably. I don't know. because it wasn't put on private. I'll have a look on that one when I've finished. You know, I love my sister so much. Yeah, she's blamed me, I've blamed her, we both blamed each other for a lot of things over the years. But there's one thing I would never ever do, is disown my sister. I'd disown Emma. Oh, I've already done that one. I would never ever disown Rachel. I would never ever cut her out of my life. Never. Like I said, she can come to my door now and I'd have her, and she'd be in with open arms. So I don't love her, I don't want her, do I not? Well, funny that, because that's what I got from my sister, that she didn't want me and that she didn't love me anymore because she took other strangers' word against mine about my Auntie Alma and Uncle Frank for something I didn't fucking say about my Auntie Alma and Uncle fucking Frank. Because she knows me better than that. I would never, ever, ever dare to speak down about my Auntie Alma and Uncle Frank. Because she knows how much I love them. She's my goddamn sister and I fucking love her so much. I would die for her today. Just to show how much I love her. I wouldn't do it for Emma. I wouldn't do it for Alice. I'd do it for her. And by the way, we've got a new guy downstairs in her flat called Frankie. He's a knob, but you know. An alcoholic knob. How anybody could live like that, I do not know. And to prove to you, Lee, that I've still got that bloody tooth, that you've got me. There you go. I hate you, do I? I want nothing to do with you, do I not? I get rid of everything that I get off you, do I? Of you and Rachel. And what's that? I've still got it. I never part with it because I got it off you, my little bro, and my sister and my nephew. I got it off all three of you. See these here? These are your Christmas present off me. These are my slippers, but you see these? I got my sister a pair as well for Christmas. I don't love yous, do I not? Funny that. Very bloody funny, innit? Put you down there for a minute. So now you tell me, do I love you? Or do I not love you both? Because that is one part of the proof there in the slippers that I've got you and my sister for Christmas. I love my sister, no matter what. Emma can go and run and fucking jump off the Sunderland Time Bridge for all I care. Alice can jump off the Washington Bridge for all I care, because she lives in fucking Washington with that paedophile twat. Yeah, but she'll follow me on TikTok, then she'll follow me on my YouTube channels, then she'll follow me on Facebook till someone else says, oh, by the way, your sister's talking about you, your sister's talking about your mum and dad, blah, 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 and then bam, all this shit happens again. How do I know it's not going to happen again? I changed my number, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna go. Well, I've got to go because I don't have much data left, and I've got a last, because I've just got a message off EE. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fix this problem. And Rachel, grow up, stop feeling sorry for yourself, because you know I love you. You know you want it by me. And you know you want it by Lee and your son, my nephew, okay? We love you. We want you. Now stop acting the fucking shit, because you've got us no matter what happens. Understood? I'll speak to you in a minute. I love you both. Happy New Year.